Okay, guys, so what I'm here to talk about today is some NFL news, and more specifically, according to Pro Football Talk, the Miami Dolphins have decided to give Ryan Tanehill a contract extension through 2020. Now, the official numbers of this deal haven't been released, but once they are, I'll put an annotation laying out the new 4-year deal for Ryan Tannehill. Now, my initial thoughts on this deal is that NFL teams need to understand that quarterbacks don't win championships on their own. As a result, they shouldn't be giving these quarterbacks $18 to $20 million a year, because the quarterback position is a position that needs most help. They need a good offensive line for protection so they could have time to throw the football. They need good wide receivers to throw the football to. And they need a good defense to make stops, just in case the quarterback makes a mistake. And all of a sudden, teams like Miami took that ability away, because while you do have Ndamukong Thru, what other pieces are you gonna be able to put around Ryan Tanehill so he can succeed in the long run? I would even go as far as to say that the number one priority for a quarterback is only to not throw interceptions and to not lose the ball on fumbles. I'll insert a clip explaining what I mean. And the main reason why I say this is because for about the past decade, there has been this theory that in order to be successful as a team at the NFL level, you need a franchise-type quarterback. But in all reality, if you look at past history, you actually don't need a franchise-type quarterback. All you actually need for the quarterback to do is not to turn the football over. Subsequently, defenses have a long field to work with and can work their magic. They might give the offense a short field or score points themselves. In this video, I'm gonna give you 3 quarterbacks who in the years that they won the Super Bowl didn't turn the football over quite as much as they did in previous or future seasons. Now, the first quarterback I'm gonna go with in this video is Tannehill, and the specific season I'm targeting is 1997. That year, Tannehill had a completion percentage of 55.8. He grew for 3,635 yards with 27 touchdowns to only 11 interceptions. There is only 3 other seasons where John Elway protected the football more. In 1993, which you could say was his best season as a pro, he only had 10 interceptions, while he had 25 touchdowns. In 94 as well, he had 16 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, and in 98 he had 22 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. But in 1997, John Elway had 11 interceptions. As a result of protecting the football and not turning it over, the Denver Broncos in 1997 had one of the best defenses in the league. They were ranked 7th in total in team defense. They allowed approximately 18 points per game. The Denver Broncos that year were 5th in passing defense. Teams had a completion percentage of 55.1 against them. They gave up 2,868 yards and gave up 20 touchdowns while intercepting the ball 18 times. The Denver Broncos that year were also 16th against the run, allowing 1,803 yards and 10 touchdowns. Now that year, the Denver Broncos went 12-4 and won the Super Bowl. And they allowed 18 points per game, which was 6th in the NFL. Now my next example is Ben Roethlisberger, and the year I'm targeting is 2005. In 2005, Ben Roethlisberger only played 12 games. He had a completion percentage of 62.7. He threw for 2,385 yards, had 17 touchdowns to only 9 interceptions. The only year that he protected the football more was in 2012, when he had 8 interceptions compared to 26 touchdowns. In 2005, the Pittsburgh Steelers were 4th in team defense. They allowed 16.1 points per game, which was third in the NFL, and they went 11-5. But the Pittsburgh Steelers that year were 16th in pass defense. Opposing teams had a completion percentage of 57.4. Opposing teams compiled 3,168 yards. They gave up 15 touchdowns while accumulating 15 interceptions. Against the run, the Pittsburgh Steelers were good. They only allowed 1,376 yards and 10 touchdowns. So as you can see, by not turning the football over, Ben Roethlisberger gave the Pittsburgh Steelers a long field, and that allowed the Pittsburgh Steelers defense to work around their weakness, which was their pass defense. Now, the last example, I won't go too much into detail. That's Russell Wilson, and he won the Super Bowl last year. Russell Wilson, in the second year in the NFL, only turned the football over 9 times, as opposed to his rookie year, where he turned it over 10 times. Russell Wilson had a completion percentage of 63.1%. He threw the ball 3,300 and he threw for 3,357 yards. And I'll put the stats down below. I'm sure you guys know the defensive stats can get worse last year, but my point is, what you need from a quarterback is not to turn the football over. You do not need a franchise quarterback. Now these 3 quarterbacks, 2 of them are franchise quarterbacks already, and the third one is on his way to being a franchise quarterback. But my point is, these quarterbacks were either at the very beginning of their careers or at the tail end, past their prime or before their prime. So guys, that's it for right now. Peace.